you guys. I did the Medical Medium Advanced 369 Liver Rescue Cleanse, and it was kind of amazing. It really was. I can't believe I did it. I didn't think I could do it, and that's why I've pushed it off for so long. But I got it together, and I told myself this year, I'm gonna do it. I want to transition into this new, like I struggled last year. You saw it. I struggled with weight. I struggled with liver issues. I struggled with, trying to go fat free. And I don't know, it came to me like, this is what I need to do to kickstart my 2021. And I did it. And oh my gosh, it's such a great start. It's such a great start. Hi, my beautiful friends. Welcome back to my channel. I am Tara Tom, the Inside Stylist. I'm just here sharing my experiences, tips, and tricks that I've learned along my healing journey in hopes to support you on yours. Today, I am going to be recapping my experience doing the Medical Medium Advanced 369 Liver Rescue Cleanse, and that can be found in the Cleanse to Heal book, along with the original 369 Liver Rescue Cleanse and a simplified version of the 369 Liver Rescue Cleanse. Yes, there are 3 versions of this cleanse, and all 3 are in this book. And yes, it is important to get this book and to read it because it will answer all your frequently asked questions about the cleanse, and it will also support you along the journey. So I will do a question and answer on this cleanse in the next video, but just to keep the time of this video nice and short, today's video will just be a recap of my personal experience on this cleanse and just kind of what happened along the way and all what I've learned, and maybe share some tips at the end of this video. So let's just get right into the cleanse, and this is my journey for the next 9 days. Okay, I got my notes. I'm going to try to keep this as detailed but as quick as possible so we can run through all 9 days and explain what happened along the way. And now I just want to make it clear that I've been doing this medical medium lifestyle for 4.5 years, over 4.5 years. And my experiences will be probably a lot different if you're doing this for a first time cleanse. So be mindful of that. Know that everyone's experiences are going to be different, but I just thought I'd share mine and take you along this journey to see what you have in store if you're going to do the Advanced 369 cleanse. So let's just get into each day and I'll take you along my journey. So day 1. Naturally, I was excited today as it was the beginning of the cleanse. Overall, I pretty much felt amazing. After lunch, I did experience a bit of fatigue. I think it was from me not eating my spinach soup all at once. I sort of ate it over a period of an hour. And basically, the lesson of the day is take some time and sit down and eat your meals. For dinner, I decided to have the cauliflower and greens bowl. To save some time, I actually prepped all the ingredients in the morning so that I had an easier time putting it all together in the evening. I was able to eat about half a serving as it was quite filling for me. Later that night, I got a bit hungry, and so I had an apple, and then an hour before my bedtime, I had my lemon water and I drank my cup of hibiscus tea. Now on day 2, I woke up feeling a bit tired due to going to bed late the night before. While drinking my morning lemon water, I did feel a bit nauseous, but after drinking my celery juice, I felt much better. Today, I unfortunately missed lunch because I got caught up doing other things. I also didn't get to drink my 32 ounces of lemon water during the day. And just to be clear, I certainly wasn't happy about it, but I accepted that it happened and I just needed to move forward. For dinner, I had the second half of my cauliflower and greens bowl, so everything was already prepped and ready to assemble, making it pretty easy to put together. Then I drank my lemon water and hibiscus tea before bed. Day 3, I did not sleep well and woke up feeling achy all over my body. This was probably caused by all the adrenaline that was released yesterday. You see, when we don't eat on time, our body naturally creates adrenaline for energy. Having too much adrenaline can create an environment where pathogens thrive in. The mornings have been a bit tough for me, but I think that's due to my liver detoxing at that time. Today, I was craving fruits and wanted to eat sweet things, so instead of the spinach soup for lunch, I made the liver rescue smoothie. I felt a bit fatigued in the afternoon, but that seems to be a pattern for me. For dinner, I had the spinach soup and ended the night with an apple, lemon water, and hibiscus tea. Day 4. I woke up feeling pretty good in the morning. I was a bit groggy in the morning, but that seemed to disappear after drinking my lemon water. Still, I craved sweets today, so I had the liver rescue smoothie for lunch. Once again, I got fatigued in the afternoon, but so far, no other symptoms. For dinner, I had the spinach soup with some spears of asparagus on the side. Then, I ended the night with an apple, lemon water, and hibiscus tea. Day 5. I woke up with tons of energy, no fatigue, and no pain in my body. I was so energized that I ended up doing an Instagram live. Sorry, my friends, but I forgot to film my food. Oh well, I think you can figure out what it looked like from the previous days. For lunch, I had the spinach soup with some mangoes and half the amount of tomatoes. My afternoon was surprisingly pretty good, with just a bit of fatigue and still no sight of any other symptoms. For dinner, I made the nori rolls. I had all the ingredients except for sprouts, but I decided to make them anyway. Definitely loving these rolls. I can tell you it's probably one of my favorites. Had an apple, 16 ounces of lemon water, and a cup of hibiscus tea. Then it was off to bed. Day 6. Today was not a good day. I woke up with terrible fatigue and my entire body ached and my face was even swollen. Then I made the mistake of going for a walk before drinking my celery juice. That definitely was not a smart choice. As my day went on, I continued to struggle with fatigue, brain fog, and overall, I was not in a good mood. I remember telling my husband that I don't think I could do 3 rounds of this. As we can see right here is proof that moments do pass because I'm currently on round 2. For lunch was spinach soup with some mangoes and half the amount of tomatoes. Dinner was the nori rolls again, but tonight I had to cut back on the amount of asparagus as it made my stomach upset and I felt a bit nauseous. No apples tonight, just lemon water and hibiscus tea. Day 7. Woke up with a weird pain on my inner left arm. It felt like little needles were poking or like I had a scratch there. But when I touched my skin, I didn't feel any pain. Over the course of the day, it did end up disappearing. Today, I made sure to eat on time. And that seemed to help me avoid any fatigue. I noticed my face looking a bit slimmer today, which is an indication that my lymphatic system is working properly. For lunch, I had the spinach soup with mangoes, but no tomatoes this time. I read that I was supposed to use the mangoes as a substitute for the tomatoes, not just add them. Dinner once again was the nori rolls, and then I ended the night with an apple, lemon water, and a cup of hibiscus tea. Day 8. Today I woke up feeling grouchy and was very tired. I had a ton of fatigue that pretty much lasted all day. I was having some work done in our bathroom, and the smell from the chemicals were making me so nauseous. So my husband and I went for a walk to pick up something from the office. Going there was fine, but when we sat for a bit, I started to feel nauseous again. I immediately ate an apple when we got home to refuel, and that seemed to help with my energy. Dinner was spinach soup, but I made it with more mangoes and just to help settle my stomach because it was a bit upset. At night, I prepared and washed and cut the rind off the watermelons to get them ready for the next day on day 9. And then I drank my lemon water and hibiscus tea to end the night. Day 9. I woke up feeling awake and full of energy. I literally had the best night's rest. Day 9 was my favorite day of the cleanse. I made 2 celery juices and 2 cucumber apple juices in the morning. Then I drank my celery juice and had my first cucumber apple juice 30 minutes after that. Then I had a watermelon smoothie around lunchtime, the second cucumber apple juice in the afternoon, and a watermelon smoothie in the early evening. I waited about an hour and then had my second celery juice. For some reason, when I was drinking that second celery juice, though, it started to make my stomach really upset and I felt nauseous. So I put it on the side and I gave myself a little break and rested a little bit. And then I started drinking again, but this time I just slowly sipped at it and finished it up. I just had to kind of take it easy. I think I don't know, maybe my stomach was dealing with a lot of neurotoxins that were being released, but the nerves in my stomach were really sensitive. So I waited 30 minutes after that second celery juice to then drink my 16 ounces of lemon water and my hibiscus tea, and that completed and ended the cleanse. Now, I do just want to let you know I did take supplements throughout the cleanse. As the book mentioned, you can take them if they are from the brands that the medical medium recommended. Those brands are considered clean and contain no fillers, so they are safe to use while you are on the cleanse. Another thing that I did was rebound for 21 minutes every day. I know it's an odd number, but I was kind of over the number 20, so I decided to use 21 minutes instead of 20. Now, I didn't do this for cardio or aerobic exercise. I mainly used the bouncing movement to help my body to detox. This movement is sort of like massaging your lymphatic system. When our lymphatic system works properly, it can dispose toxins at a faster rate, meaning that we don't have to suffer that long or as intense while these toxins are exiting our body. Now into the recap, which is probably what everybody wants to know. What happened and what did I see and all that kind of stuff. My results that I had noticed or observed was I lost about 2 3/4 inch around the biggest part of my belly. I also lost 1 1/4 inch in the smallest part, like the waist area. I lost about a 1/4 inch in my arm, and I lost about a 1/2 inch in my thighs. Now, this is not saying that I did this for weight loss, but this was mainly because of water or my lymphatic system not working properly. So it's keeping this extra amount of weight around, and that's not healthy. It's not about like I need to be smaller. I'm just trying to return back to my normal size or the size that I'm supposed to be. This is not about trying to be skinnier or trying to tell people that I'm unhappy with the way I look or anything like that. This is about being healthy and returning back to a healthy weight and a healthy state. So that's what I just wanted to measure about all these inches. I don't have a scale, so this was the only way I could tell you that some change have happened. So I did it in measurements. Another thing that I noticed was that my face seemed to have slimmed down. My face was a lot more puffy and swollen looking, and just within 9 days, I saw it kind of slim down, and my husband noticed it as well. My skin became more supple, became more radiant. There was a glow to it, that it was hydrated. So definitely the liver is working much better. And an interesting thing that I noticed this time was that this time around, well, I haven't done the advanced 369 cleanse before. I've done the original 369 liver rescue cleanse, but this is my first time doing the advanced one. And I haven't done the original cleanse for a couple of years now. And every time I do a cleanse or start to purge things out, I always get pimples, even if it's little ones, like all along my hairline, or one big one on my nose, or one big one on my forehead, something like that. But this time, I didn't have any pimples, which to me was very interesting and happy at the same time, because that means my body is being able to flush these things out a lot quicker, and everything's working properly, and everything's getting out at the right time, and there's not all these things happening. So I'm happy for the movement of all these years and all the work that I've been putting in to help my liver, that it's all going good. My sleep pattern sort of changed as well. I was getting tired a lot earlier at night, and I was waking up a lot earlier in the morning, and I also was sleeping a lot better or continuous through the night. I wouldn't wake up as much, so my sleep wasn't as broken. So that also made me feel a lot more rested in the morning. Now, some tips along this journey. Be sure to eat on time. I found that, setting an alarm was important, and it helped me a lot. It was a tool that I used to make sure that I ate on time, because you can't rely on the fact that I'm going to get hungry and then eat, because when you actually feel hungry, it's like it's too late. So I couldn't rely on myself being a good guide. So I just set an alarm, and that's how I would eat. And of course, as you saw, I did mess up at some times, but that was something that I noticed. If I ate on time, I had steady energy throughout the day, and didn't experience fatigue or brain fog. Another tip is to make sure that you give your fruits enough time to ripen. I made a mistake some days that, I bought things like the watermelon or the melon was too close to the time and didn't have enough time to ripen, so I had to go back and get something a little more ripe. But yeah, when you're grocery shopping, make sure that you time it, that your fruits are having enough days to ripen so that you have food to eat when you need them. Prepping your meals, chopping all the ingredients for your salad so that you can just literally put it together when you're ready to eat. I found that I always had more energy in the morning, so I did all the prepping in the morning and did most of the legwork in the morning, so that as my energy slowed down throughout the day, it was easier for me to get food and not have to think, and I used very little energy to prepare meals for me. Something that I did notice is if you are about to get, this is for the ladies, by the way, if you're about to get your cycle, you're going to start craving a lot more sugar and get those glucose in. Do not be afraid that it's going to ruin the cleanse. We have options like for lunch, you could have the spinach soup or the liver rescue smoothie. I found I was getting my cycle, so I needed all that fruit, which is probably why I was craving all those sweets. So I listened to my body and I made sure I gave it the liver rescue smoothie. I ate the apples in between. If I was hungry, if I needed more sugar, if I was feeling tired, I noticed that I was craving a lot of sugar because I was about to get my cycle, which I got it at the end, towards the end of the cleanse. So it all made sense. That's why I always tell you to listen to your body. So if you're about to get your cycle close to this cleanse or so, be mindful that you're getting enough glucose. One thing that I always forgot about doing was drinking that 32 ounces of lemon water between your morning lemon water and your evening one. I just tend to forget. So set a reminder, just like how you set a reminder for your food, because you definitely need that water to help flush out all the toxins as your body is releasing it. So that one is an important one that I often forgot. And be mindful of drinking your last lemon water and your tea 1 hour before bedtime. And I found that if I stuck to that, drinking it 1 hour before, I had enough time to use the restroom so that I wouldn't be waking up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and so my sleep wouldn't be broken. But if I drank it too close to my bedtime, I noticed that I would have to get up in between. So do stick to that 1 hour before, because it will give your body enough time to go and process it all and then use the bathroom, and you don't have to have broken sleep. So those are my tips, and I hope that sharing my experiences, it would be able to show you what this cleanse is all about and what can happen, and that it's a pretty awesome cleanse. And right now I just want to leave you that I am feeling great. I am actually on round 2 of it, and we'll be doing 3 rounds of the advanced 369, and I'm gonna finish it off with 1 day of mono eating. But yeah, it's going great. I'm really happy. I feel really good. I'm in a good mood. And I hope that my experiences can be of support, and I hope it can get you to be excited about healing. And yes, it's a lot of work. Yes, it takes some, time to change. It's frustrating, it's challenging, but it's so worth it, and you are so worth it, because you deserve to heal, and we all deserve to be healthy. And that's how I feel about these cleanses. And that's it for me today. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.